Hey guys, I'm Kevin, and today I'm going to show you how to take that basic chord progression and strumming pattern that you always go to and make it sound extraordinary, colorful, beautiful, and dynamic. Let's get tuned up and let me show you the way. Hey, before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and click that alert bell so you know when the next video is coming your way. If you're interested in more learning resources, head over to AllForUke.com where we have a full searchable library of songs, song sheets, practice tracks, worksheets, and more. All for you, AllForUke.com. So we've all sat down, picked up the uke, grabbed the old C chord, went to the island strum, and started playing this chord progression: C, A minor, F, G7, and then fell asleep. But I can show you how to take that chord progression and take it from here to somewhere way up here. So in the key of C, we have a bunch of different chords that we can use to make chord progressions. We have C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, and even B diminished. So the first step here is now taking those basic versions of the chords and making them a little bit more colorful. So to substitute for our one chord, which is C, we can use a major 7 chord. So instead of playing C major, which is nice, we play C major 7. Just here on the 2nd fret of the A string. So that's already going to give us a little more intrigue. Our 2 chord is D minor, which sounds nice, but if we add our pinky to the A string on the 3rd fret of that D minor chord, now we got a little bit sweeter chord. We take our E minor chord, our 3 chord, which sounds nice, and we open that up a little bit and play it as E minor 7, which is open G string, C string 2nd fret, and A string 2nd fret with an open E string. That's a nice one. We have our F chord, which is our 4 chord. Also, sounds pretty sweet, but we take this and make it into an F major 7 up here by barring the 5th fret and putting our pinky or ring finger on the 7th fret of the A string. Now we got some really cool stuff. We have our 5 chord, which is G. Well, we can also make that into a dominant 7 chord here. So we turn that into G7, or we can play this variation of G7 up here, which is using our middle finger on the G string 4th fret, ring and pinky on the 5th fret of the C and A strings, and our index on the E string of the 3rd fret. We have a G7 chord there. We have an A minor chord as our 6th chord. We've all played this one. It's good, fine, and dandy. However, the A minor 7 can be substituted for that 6th chord, and we can play that over here and open that chord up a little bit with some color. Play middle finger on the C string of the 4th fret, ring on the 5th fret of the E string, and index on the A string of the 3rd fret. Or you can just play that A minor 7 by playing the strings open with no frets. And then our 7 chord, there's a lot of different variation we can do for that, especially if we start talking chord substitution, but typically we do this B diminished chord here for our 7 chord, which is just 1st fret G string, 2nd fret C string, 1st fret E string, and 2nd fret A string. That one's already got a little bit of a mysterious element to it, so maybe try to work that in. So the first part of the procedure is swap out your basic chord for a major 7, minor 7, or dominant 7th chord. So now let's take that basic chord progression and change it into the colorful chord progression. So I'll show you both here. So we have the basic, A minor, F, G7. Now the colorful, C major 7, A minor 7, F major 7, G7. Well, that's already getting a lot cooler, but what if we took the rhythmic element and zested that up a little bit. If you're digging the sound of my uke, head over to allforuke.com/shop. You can have a Kali ukulele for yourself. When you buy your Kali ukulele through AllForUke, you're supporting us, and we really appreciate it. Make sure you check it out. Concerts, sopranos, tenors, baritones, a wide selection of accessories, capos, and more. All for you, allforuke.com/shop. So the island strum, it's all fine and dandy. We're playing the new colorful chord. But what if we added a little bit of flavor to that and added an accent? So instead of playing down, down, up, up, down, up, we're going to swap this pattern for another 4/4 pattern that goes down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Still in 4/4, it's counted 1, 2, and 3, and 4, but if I add an accent to that first down strum, I can give it a little bit more life, a little bit more bounce, and that chord progression now is going to have this nice waving motion happening to it. So to do an accent, I'm going to add a little bit more weight to that first down strum. I'm not going to strum faster. I'm just going to add a little bit more of a heavy hand to that first down strum. So check it out. So it's down, 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 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3. And when you're practicing this, you can even do that and kind of accentuate that first strum verbally. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and to really feel that strumming pattern. So let's try taking that strumming pattern now and applying it to our new, more colorful chords, so you can see the full progression here of how this transformation has happened. So 1 time per chord. Here we go with the new strumming pattern. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down. So now that we have all the ingredients mixed into the pot, let's take and see how this transformation really sounds. So we'll start with the basic progression, and then we'll do the more beautiful, extraordinary progression right after. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The same thing we've always done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, A minor 7. Well, if you have a chord progression that benefited from the components of this video, share it in the comments below, let us know. And also go to allforuke.com, where I have a worksheet put together with some other chord progressions, strumming patterns that go from basic to beautiful, and you're going to love them. So go over there and check them out. My name's Kevin. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Let's get carried away.